understand the whole issue of public administration in a manner which may have its genesis in recent times, but it would have historical roots as well, right? So that's where we would try to look at the development of the discipline in India, and we would try to focus on some of the administrative structures and functions of both union and state government, right? So how the union government functions. So it has its own administrative structures, but at the same time, the state government, although to a great extent follows a similar structure, but it does have its powers and functions defined as we find in the constitution, right? So some of the constitutional provisions may possibly be referred to in terms of the division of the subjects, in terms of the way lists exist, right? In terms of powers of the union and the state government, the way it would be understood as a cooperative framework, or the way it would be understood as something wherein there might be issues between the union and the state government, and all these things we will try to discuss as part of the topic public administration in India. Then most importantly, as I told you, apart from the constitutional features, we'd also try to look at legal authorities and the civil services, right? So civil services, its recruitment, the way it functions, right? A critical view as far as its functioning is concerned, how these civil services has evolved over the period of time, right? To what extent and the way certain changes has happened as far as the nature of the services is concerned. So all these things we will try to understand. Then other two topics that we would look at, that is local government in India, and Lokpal and Lokayukta, right? And something which was very much very much in the limelight, and very much part of the academic as well as media discussions in 2011 and 2012, right? Broadly, these are the things we would look at and we would study as part of this course. But let me also add that there are certain issues, there are certain topics which are representative in nature as far as your syllabus is concerned. Meaning that given the time that we have, and considering the fact that this is just one of the courses you are supposed to do as part of your fifth semester courses. So certainly there would be some selections on my part as far as making you familiar with the whole public policy system and the administrative system in India, they are concerned, right? So say for instance, civil services in India, right? Certainly we would have to draw a line that what all we would focus on. Similarly, the legal authorities or the constitutional provisions. So certainly, we would not study each and every provision of the constitution. And I'm sure some of the things you must be familiar with when you study your course on constitutional laws, right? But we would be a little focused in terms of selection of the areas which would also serve as case as cases for us for the purpose of our study, right? So this is how we intend doing, and this is how rather I would propose that this course should go as far as your uh, uh, this semester is concerned, right? And meanwhile, I would welcome your suggestions. I would welcome the issues and points that you may be interested in raising related to the topic being discussed. One difference that you would find, uh, apart from the other courses that you may have studied thus far, as far as political science is concerned. Here in, it would be more theoretical and factual, right? Meaning that, there would be theoretical issues in the background, but in that light, we would also try to look at the facts. And analysis mostly would be related to, explanations mostly would be related to uh, the facts and developments which may have some concrete existence, right? Which you may be witness to, as far as you as a keen observer of the developments are concerned, right? So say, for instance, when we are trying to look at the policies, then you can see that how the government is formulating its healthcare policy, for instance, right? Global pandemic, how it has shaped the policies of the government, how it has influenced the policies of the government. What are those factors which influence the policy making process, right? Is it that the things happen vice versa, meaning that the government makes policies, and this has the capacity, this has the potential to shape the things around, right? So all these things we would discuss, meaning that the point I'm trying to make, that the issues that we are going to discuss, especially with respect to public policy and administration in India, most of the things you can see around, you can observe, and you may be witness to some of the happenings, right? So you yourself can correlate the developments around. I'm certainly, all of us may not be familiar with, or may not be, may not be knowing each and every policy that the government has made, and they may be in operation on the ground, right? But certainly we can take a few policies as case in point, and we can uh, look at them. So when I'm referring to the healthcare policy, or when I'm referring to the legal policies of the government of India, I mean, certainly, it would be near impossible to look at all the legal policies and healthcare policies or foreign policies of the government of India, right? But certainly one or two recent developments we can keep in mind, and we can discuss and analyze, which may be of significance, right? Which may be of significance, and perhaps that can also be part of your assignments, or that can also be part of your assessment, meaning that you may choose one of the policies, and you can look at its various aspects, you can analyze it critically, or you may try to correlate that whether it fits in certain theoretical model or not. All these things, and all these things you can look at. So that's what I have told you in the beginning, that you know uh, uh, at at at